different. I wanted to ask you, do you want to have a family, like children and things like that? And I know a lot of people wonder, is that possible to have children? Could you elaborate on that?
First question. Yes, I have a son. I have a son. He's 10 years old. He'll be 11 in September.
I did not know that.
Yes, and I just want one more.
You want a girl, don't you?
I want a girl.
I know.
So, yes, it is possible because they could treat it a way that your spouse cannot.
And the child won't be.
The child and the mother will not get it.
Okay, because a lot of people, that was a question that was personally asked to me was, can you be with somebody and don't have it? So can you, as having HIV, can you be with your mate and your mate don't have it? That's a question, because a lot of people was like, you can't tell me that you could sleep with somebody with HIV and don't get it. So can you?
Yes, you can. I feel like, yes, you can be with someone that don't have HIV. Because nowadays, people are like, well, just be straight up real with me and let me make the decision. And I was with someone that don't have it.
Okay.
And just be protective at the same time.
Okay. Okay, some people confuse. He has a child because during.
And that's your sister, ain't it? Because she just been coming and saying, I'm proud of you, bro.
She basically just saying it. Yeah. He already have a child. I guess they answering each other. I don't know. Can you sleep with? Am I late? Because it say, can you sleep with someone and don't pass it?
No, that just says that.
Okay. Can you sleep with someone and don't pass it? So he did say yes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you find out that they?
Okay. If being undetectable is common, then how do you find out that they have it?
That's a good question.
Because
Go ahead.
You got something to say?
Go ahead.
Oh, because well, it's time. It's a timing thing. What time? I mean, like when you do it, or can you pass it, or whatever. It's a time thing. So when you being undetectable and stuff, it's the difference. Because if you know you have it and everything, you still have to be protective. One way or another. So
I think they're trying to figure out, like, test-wise, if
you have to go every 90 days. You should, after you think that you've exposed to somebody that has the virus, you pretty much have to go get checked out every 90 days thereafter.
But I think what they're saying is, if they wanted to be with someone and they want to do the proper way, and if it's not detectable and they're at that non-detection state, how can they be prevented from having it?
They just have to what? Use protection.
Yeah, just use protection.
Because it's basically like you don't know.
Yeah.
It's basically like you would never know if the person have it or not.
Like someone personal to me has it, and his wife didn't find out till he got sick. They was married for a long time, and he did not tell his wife that he had the virus. And the only way she found out was when he went to the hospital, and that's how she found out. Other than that, she wouldn't have never found out. Now, she was always going to get tested. Like, he would always take her to go get tested, regular tested, every 90 days or so forth. But other than that, he didn't tell her why we should go get these tests done and stuff like that. So she doesn't have the disease? She does not have it.
So he used protection with her?
No, I've never seen any condoms in their house.
Can you call Iggy? Iggy said he want to answer.
And it's a difference of how can you track HIV. You can track HIV by using drugs, needles, unprotected sex, what they call.
She just said you can't get it from the blood transfusions anymore.
What a normal. Okay, hold on, I gotta get it.
Like open cuts.
Yeah.
You could get it from that. You cannot get it by kissing.
Or hugging. Or touching.
I have a confession.
I mean, I just text you.
If they cut themselves, guys, if they cut themselves and that blood is exposed to the air, it dies on sight.
Yeah.
So even if hello. So even if they cut themselves, don't be afraid to touch the instrument. If it's exposed to oxygen, it dies on sight. Just
that's just that knowledge, just so sexy to me.
I have a confession. The first time that I went with somebody that's personal to me, and I went and lived with them, me knowing that I had the nursing background, I knew all this and all that.
First aid,
all this. I knew that I couldn't get the virus by certain things, but still in the back of my head, because I have bad acne and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, I don't want them to kiss me. And then when I brush my teeth and I got a cut or something like that, or if I stuck myself, I was like, man, I don't want to come.
Yeah, and I was like that too because, until I got into the medical field and I actually was able to research more and learn more, because they teach you bare minimum in school. And
1 second. Dante questioned, he said, as a tattoo artist, blood getting on me, is that the same? No, because now it would be the same if you use that same needle to stick yourself. But soon as, like Isis just said, soon as the blood hit the air, the airborne, it dies.
Okay, so he have to be careful, right, to make sure he don't have any open cuts on him as he doing it, because some people bleed when you do the tattoo. So, say for instance,
that's why they have to wear those black gloves for protection. Now, they can bleed on him. It's about that instrument that is being used continuously, puncturing that skin. If that instrument puncture him, then that's when he's going to get that disease. Iggy.
Yes.
Okay, what you wanted to say?
I just wanted to answer the question about how can someone know if the person is undetectable.
Okay.
You can only be undetectable in two instances. One is when you've just received the virus and it hasn't really duplicated as much in your bloodstream.
Absolutely.
Or you've been on your medicine. You've been on your medicines for a while, and
your T cells,
you get your viral load back to undetectable.
Right.
That's the only two ways. So the way that you would know is if they're taking medicines that you've pretty much never heard of. So you have to research their medicines and just make sure that they're taking care of themselves. But that's pretty much the only way you can know if a person is.
I just be blushing.
Have HIV when they're undetectable.
Absolutely.
As if they're taking their meds.
Absolutely.
Lord, y'all gonna have these folks going through people pills and stuff.
Right, listen, I done learned so many medications, guys. I'm telling you, I know what all of them for. Stuff I didn't even know what it was for. I said, what that for, dog? What they use that for? You know what I mean? And I work in the field, and I have a lot of patients that are HIV positive, and I have to give them injections, or they may have open sores on them or something like that. And I know how to protect myself. Hell, my doctor don't even wear gloves. And he know that they got it. I mean, because he's not scary like that, because he knows once that blood, you know what I mean? So,
Dante, did we answer your question, or did you?
He's still asking questions. I think his nerves gonna be bad now. He a tattoo artist. His nerve gonna be so bad, Lord.
She just answered that one. One.
But immediately when that needle punctures you, you need to go to the hospital, and they have ways of treating you just in case, because it's the same way in the medical field.
It's a 4 series.
Right.
Because if I get stuck by a needle with someone who has HIV, then I have to undergo medication that I have to take.
I think his whole worry is about not knowing
if they have it. That's where you better get you some paperwork.
Paperwork.
He said, "Y'all got him shook now."
You gotta get, but as a tattoo artist, you have to have paperwork, and I know that you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You that hood, you know what I'm saying? But still, to protect yourself, ask. get paperwork. You know what I mean? And just, I mean, that's your proof.
Most tattoo parlors, they
ask that question.
They have a little questionnaire.
Absolutely.
And they ask people, you know, so you might need to get your little questionnaire.
Bye, Iggy.
Bye, baby.
Dante at the house for people to fill out when they getting their tattoo. That way, that's paperwork for yourself. CYA. Cover your
Okay,
ass.
well, look. Somebody said I Google every medication and know what they are. Now, this is my issue. The doctor has put me on Marinol. And everybody know that Marinol is even cancer patients and is also given to HIV patients to eat. Now, I have had people to question why I am on Marinol. And that's what gets to me because I had a nurse to say, are you sure? And I'm like, it's not in your, do you see it in your computer? But she was so focused on the fact that I was on Marinol. Yeah. And, you know, it kind of made me feel a certain type of way because I take Marinol because of pain. Well, and she literally, this lady lied and was like, well, you know, this is in here and this, and like this lady lied. I called my wife. I was like, man, you know what this nurse sitting up here doing? So, you know, sometimes you guys, it's just best to just actually just
ask the person.
Yeah, talk with the person because I'm an open book. I'm gonna let you know. Yeah, I take Marinol and it's for this, and this. But you know, a lot of people
know that every medication is used for something different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Example: Neurontin is a nerve medication. It is treated for patients who have nerve issues that can be related from back issues, neck issues. It's also treated for people with seizures, people who have fibromyalgia. Like, so it's different reasons that people take medication. So
I said that because everybody gonna be going through a girl medicine and like I'm finna Google this. You ever heard of it? Girl, you ever heard of this?
Did you know what aspirin is? What the fuck is aspirin?
I'm not finna do that. I'm not. No, not
so we're not doing this to spook you guys. We're actually trying to educate you guys, and I mean,
but people need to be spooked because at one point in time, Alabama was on the top 10 list.
Yeah, Mobile,
having HIV,
and that's just from not being knowledgeable, and that's just
and not being honest.
And can I say this by you know, TheBox doing a lot of stuff with cares. What is it? South Alabama Cares. You guys, your kids could get tested at 12 years old because they said the ratio for the highest HIV is between 15 and 26. So they told me at the age of 12 you could actually bring your kids in because they have people that is that young and being coming up.
Because you know why? Those people who are those people that are not knowledgeable or straight up. They straight up with people and people turn them away. So now they feel like they gotta target children. You know, especially if they're attractive and you can't tell that they're sick. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get this girl. She gonna think I'm fine and I'm gonna throw a little money here. You have to please educate your children. Like you say, be upfront with them. Don't sugarcoat shit with their ass.
Yeah, because I tell my son all the time, I say, you messing with these girls and they having these grown boyfriends and, you know, grown baby daddies. You know, you have to be careful with it, you know. So, you guys, it's very serious. You guys can send my brother a friend request. If y'all have any more questions, he will answer them, you guys. Tune in on his page. He's always praying. He's always doing praise dances. He just have a amazing spirit, you guys. Like, I really love my baby brother. And like he said, we done bump heads, but guess what? He'll knock on that door in a minute. Girl, you need some prayer.
And also, it's be honest with these people. Be real. Tell them that people with HIV, be real with them. You know, people with always.
They don't want to be shown. And I know.
Sometimes it's a scary thing to ask them. I know how you want to be loved and everything, but you also have to look at this as well, that it's other people's lives, and you have to be more open. I mean, I can't say open. Be more honest with them. Don't sleep with them. Don't sleep with them, and you know you have it, and they don't have no choice. And so they don't have no choice. That's like you making them choose to be with you.
I understand what you're saying.
And so that's like their life is gone.
And it's not gone. Let's not.
It's
say
not
that.
gone.